Okay, what's up? This is another episode of the TheDropPodcast. This would be episode 5. Can you believe that? I always start these and then I don't realize like how far it's gotten. Like with How About You, I just I looked at it one time and then looked away, and all of a sudden it's got a whole bunch of episodes on it. It's crazy if you think about it, but or like whenever you do it, cause like you start a project and you're excited about it, and then all of a sudden it becomes more of like a habitual thing, and you don't really think about it much anymore. But then this is a little trick, by the way. You'll see what it does. But then like you just get into the habit, and then all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of episodes under your belt. Not saying that I have a whole bunch of episodes yet, but I mean 5 is kind of a big milestone to me. Like I kind of see it as a big step, but yeah, man, like I'm really enjoying these, and at first I thought it was kind of weird and out of character with what I'm doing with everything, or at least like trying to build. But the more I do it, it's just like it's a part of, like, I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun, and it's a good way to connect, and I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore. I've let go. And after this, like, I'm already thinking about, like, once I finish this, like, what will I play next and stuff. I already have some ideas. Which, I guess you want to know, or maybe if you guys have any ideas, I was thinking maybe, like, for the live stream, if you go into my YouTube, you could watch me play, like, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku or something, because that's another game I used to love as a kid. Oh my gosh, I remember going camping. I would bring my DS along, and that's just one of the things that I always remember, bringing my DS and playing Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. And then I would also play this game actually too. This was another one, which is weird, like I guess, like, you know, something about driving to going camping and playing the game, and you know, while you're out in the woods, it's just got a good vibe to it. But yeah, those were two of, like, my childhood games. I'm trying to think of what else I played a lot. Shoot, thinking about it, it's kind of it. Like, I'm really trying to think. Let's see, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku and Pokemon FireRed. I mean, I played other Pokemons, but Pokemon FireRed was kind of like, it was just the best for me. Like, it's just what I enjoyed the most. But yeah. So, I know last time I told you I was going to do a drop episode of me doing that Redbubble thing. But I recorded a whole, like, I had like an hour and 20 minutes of recorded footage. And then I went to try and edit it, and it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. And so that's where I, like, it's hard to explain. You would have had to see it. But I just couldn't figure it out in time, and then with, like, my job and stuff, because I've been getting up at 4 in the morning, and as soon as I got home, I would take a nap, which I guess I didn't have to take that nap, but I mean, could you imagine going 8 hours to another shift? Like, I don't know, I just can't do that. I needed that nap. Like, one time it was Wednesday. I didn't take the nap, and I actually went out with my girlfriend that day. And, like, dude, let me tell you, like, well, we got back to my house, and then we got Mod Pizza, really good, shout out. And then, like, we sat down on the couch to chill and talk, but, like, I just crashed. I said, you know what, I gotta take it. It was a 20-minute nap, but it was, like, I was out. As soon as I laid down, I was done. Like, it takes a lot out of you. I'm sure the checks will be nice, but, it's just, I don't know. I don't think that's worth my time, especially if I had to make sacrifices. Like, the video that I did put up, the music, I had already had that edited together, and it was something super quick. Like, whenever I say edited together, it was not hard at all. Like, it probably took me a good, like, 20 minutes to do that. And then the music audio was already done too, so it was not a problem at all, is basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, check it out though. My new job, this is my first week. Finished my job at the warehouse that I'm working at. I don't know if I told you what it was, but it's a warehouse. And basically at this warehouse, this is the first time I've ever done a job like this. And I've also recorded some footage talking about that, but I literally, like, when I tell you I didn't have any time at all, I guess you could say I'm lying, because I did technically have, shoot, that's actually not the one that I wanted to do, but, I mean, in a way I'm lying, because I could have gotten rid of that nap, and then I would have had, an hour and 45 minutes to record something, but then I had to be at Starbucks later that day, and then I get home from Starbucks at 9:30, I'm waking up at 4, so I could have stayed up, too, but it's just, like I said, it's not worth it to me. I need that sleep. So I got home, took a shower, and then pretty much went to bed, or at least tried to. Which I'm not complaining. No, like I'm grateful that I have two jobs at that, and I think these are jobs like they won't stop if we close back down because of the stupid freaking coronavirus. I'm so upset, but I get it, you know what I mean, like, I try not to get upset about that stuff or pretend like I have any clue what is even going on. My philosophy is, like, I obviously have my opinions, but I trust the people in charge, because they know a lot more, and have a lot more resources than any of us do. And so, if you're betting against all these people researching it, all these people trying to solve it and figure it out, you're just kind of on the wrong side, you know what I mean? Because you're most likely not going to be right. It's like, so I read something, but I can't remember where it goes. I guess, like, one reason to, like, do business or whatever is, like, the United States government pushes business. So if you're, well, they also push people working for businesses. So, well, I guess then you could argue that with, you know, all the welfare stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. There are a lot of, like, tax cuts and benefits if you try and run a business. So it's like, if you run a business and you don't take advantage, or if you're running a business, you're going in the direction with the U.S. government. You know what I mean? But if you're not, and then you're fighting against the U.S. government. You see what I'm saying? And if you're going against the U.S. government, you're going against world leaders that have so much power and influence. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, what are you doing? You know, it's not worth it. Trying to remember if I think I go that way. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, still, like, you can do whatever you want. Like, people make it, you know what I mean? Like, my point wasn't like, oh, go start business. It was just an interesting perspective. Like, the U.S. government is saying, like, oh, we'll help you do this. Shoot. You might want to do this, you know what I mean? Sorry, I got distracted. So now I'm nervous. Yes. Okay. So, this week was absolutely crazy, though. Between Starbucks and this new job, oh my goodness. My feet, like, I think the first 2 days were fine, and I said Wednesday I skipped my nap, which kind of threw me off, and so I was pretty tired. And then Thursday, like, I remember I woke up in the morning, and I could feel, like, the soreness in my calf. I could feel how sore I was, and it was like all the way up my leg, and it was fine. Like, once I started walking again and moving, it was okay. But you know what I mean? Like, okay, I think I'm okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Shoot, I keep getting distracted. What was I gonna say though? Okay, actually, I don't go that way. Something about the SS. Oh shoot, not that. Oh yeah, I could feel the sore like all the way up my leg. It was so. It was, I don't know. It was just a different feeling. Like, it was a different kind of sore too. Like, I've had shin splints, but it's still different. It's like if you got shin splints and kept going, you know. Oh man, I'm trying to decide if I want one of these. But yeah, I mean, whatever. I made it to the end, and now I have 2 more days at Starbucks, today and tomorrow, and then that's it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to just sort of move in a new direction with my life and everything. The next step, I'm saying I'm giving myself 3 months to start and try and make some passive income, get some bread going. Except this time it'll be like, I'm not gonna have to. What am I trying to say? Like, it'll be passive, meaning that I'm not gonna have to worry about it, and like, I'm not gonna have to do anything and just let it grow. So I was thinking, like, print on demand, and I actually, oh yeah, I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about doing this thing where I will create a program on like how to do how to do the POD, print on demand stuff. Cause like I've been doing this for a while, you know, with my LeafDesigner, and then I just started doing getting into some of the Teespring. And Teespring is really dope, by the way. Like, I would say if you're gonna do it, I would get into Teespring. Just because there's a lot more options and a lot more really cool things there, but anyway, yeah, I mean, just thinking, okay. That would have been cool. Like I said, I'm so, like, it's hard to talk, at least right now, just because, like, I'm so sleepy. Sorry about that. That was someone calling me. Whew, but I'm up. Here, let me take a drink. Alright, we're good. It's kind of hard to talk and do these at the same time. But oh my gosh. Especially when you have everyone throwing you off. Okay. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the print on demand stuff. I wanted to do I want to create like a program where I can teach it, like, just like teach the methods, stuff like that, how to do it, and then I was thinking, like, maybe I could either sell it on here, like promote it and sell it on here, or I could do I could go to like one of those websites where you can actually do that. I think, like, I'm trying to think, is it Skillshare is one, I think. And then there's also but I think Skillshare, like, you actually have to, like, be a teacher for people, which I don't really want to do. Like, I just want to let it sit, because it's kind of like as far as, like, that goes, like, I can't really tell you if you're doing something wrong unless it's like the marketing side. Like, nothing, like, if you're doing something, then it's not bad, you know what I mean? It's just you could be doing more things or things differently, but even that is, like, it's up to you, you know what I mean? Like, you could probably make it without, oh shit, that was a bad idea. Like, you probably make it and be fine, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I couldn't tell you if what you're doing is bad or good, you know what I mean? Because I don't know, it's just a weird thing to be, like, to be grading on, you know what I mean? Versus, like, I've actually wanted to do this for a while. I've just been lazy about it. I want to also make, like, a course on how to do, like, old traditional Matsubiyashi Shorin Ryu karate style, because that's also been another big thing in my life. Doing karate, I've been doing that for so long, where it's just, like, something that I feel like I know a lot about it, and there's also a book on it, you know, that I can refer to, so it's not like I don't have any resources or limited knowledge on it. I have as much knowledge as I'll let myself have, you know what I mean? So I just feel like that'd be a good route to go. And then that way I can have, like, that I could grade on. That I could say, okay, move your foot here, do this better. Because all that form has been decided for years. It's actually really neat. Like, if you look into the history of it, or at least what I'm told is the history of it by my Renchi, which means master. Because I think he's like a 5th or 4th, 5th Dan, 6th Dan black belt, making him a Renshi now or something like that. But anyway, alright, what he tells me the history is that I guess like it started in Okinawa, all this karate style, and then during World War I or World War II or something. Oh, it must have been World War II. During World War II, Japan came down, conquered all these islands, and sort of enslaved the Okinawan, telling them like, oh, teach us karate and whatever. And then teach us karate, and then we will what do you say? And then we will or I mean there wasn't a trade, but so teach us just straight up teach us karate. And then after World War II happened and the United States came, sort of like blew everything up, I guess. And so these temples, these old temples where they used to have, where they used to do like training and stuff, got blown up. And so like all this history of karate is lost. Like there could be 1,000 katas, he says, for this style alone, and we'll never know because a lot of it was traded through like tradition, you know, rather than anything else. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. So let me know what you think about that. Like, what if I did what if I did something like that where I did that, just not expecting that. What if I did that where I made like a little course, you know what I mean, on, well, one, Redbubble, on how to do like Redbubble and printing on demand, and then two, like karate. Like, would you guys even be interested in seeing that, or should I just like push that to the side? Oh, the other thing, I was gonna, oh wait, I think I already said this. Oh yeah, whenever I went to edit the footage for the print on demand thing, I was gonna show you like just like how I do it. That kind of went down the gutter, cause it just like it didn't work. Like I couldn't fix anything or do anything about it. I don't know, and I just didn't have time with the week. But don't worry about the weekend. Like Sunday's episode is gonna come. It might be a little bit shorter, but it'll come. And then like the rest of this week should be fine. Like once Starbucks is done, I won't be as crazy busy. Just thought it'd be good, but yeah. I've also I've been thinking, because I already have a whole bunch of music already like done and recorded. It's just a matter of releasing it. So I'm gonna have to. Well, I've been thinking. Well, I actually, that's a lie. I have 3 songs recorded, but I have more songs that are actually finished. But so I was thinking, like, what if I did something? Like I was gonna release it all on an album, but now I'm starting to think like, oh well. Like the whole album vibe is starting to die down, and now it's more about like songs. So I was thinking, it'd be cool. Like, what if I did like a song, or what if like I could release these, you know what, or I could be working on these as an album. But I was thinking like, oh, I could release a beat every week, and then release a little just like short rap I do to it every week. You know what I mean? Like, nothing too serious, but just something that I throw together, don't really worry about. Uh, it would just be fun, like some little like freestyle things. You know what I mean? That way, like, you guys would get a beat if you want to like rap over it or something, and then I would have an actual song that I do. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? And I did one every single week. I mean, I would be busy, but like thinking about it, it wouldn't be that crazy uh, because like not at start like this week I couldn't. But like I said, Starbucks is over now, and so I'm gonna have I get off at like 2:30 or something, so I'll have like the rest of the day. And then even then, like we're allowed to listen to music at work, and so like I was working on this song that I'm making called Hawaii, which is kind of hot. Like I think it's gonna be really good, and I can't wait to get that one out. But like I said, so I've been working on. I already have some songs I've been working on actually like at work. Uh, so it's kind of like I can work on my craft, and this is why I love this job, because I can work on my craft and I can be getting paid at the same time. And then eventually, I'm hoping that like my craft will get me paid, and then I'll still probably work for a little bit. I'm thinking I'll work for 2 years, and then if I don't have like this incoming, then like I'm gonna have to do like a recheck on everything, and revisit just sort of like what my plans are and how I'm gonna get there. Um, but for now, like that's the plan. Like I'm gonna be doing this job, probably this job less, because I do want to get out of my parents' house at some point. So I was thinking like by 3 months, I think I already said this earlier today, but by 3 months I'm giving myself to make passive income, right? And so by 3 months I want to be making $100 in a month at well, a month most, as far as time goes. Like if I could do it, the actual goal is a week. You know what I mean? Like I want to get crazy with it. So I want to make $100 a week of passive income. Once I make that, and seeing like where the world is, because right now it is kind of difficult with how everything is set up. But if I could get that going, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go there in that direction. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, but once I get it rocking, I'm gonna be rocking. You know what I mean? And then I wanna move out to Arizona, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen yet. That's what I want to do. And then if I'm making $100, that'll be half of, at least from the place that I would be staying at. That would be half of the expense. So yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get that going. And that way I'll have, well, one, I'll have some systems and a way to sort of stream in my money and stuff. Because then if I can get another gig like what I have here, and they actually have a location in Arizona, it's just really, really small. But if I could get a gig like that, then I could most definitely be working on my music and work at the same time, and then get home, do my drops, etc. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? A song a week? Here's my thing. You're probably listening to this and like, oh, he always makes a promise. You know what I mean? He always says he's gonna do this, and then I feel like for the past few weeks I haven't had the best track record. Like I also said I was gonna do I was gonna create some print-on-demand stores. And then I didn't really do that. Actually, to be fair, this was me trying to start whenever I recorded that little thing that I said I was gonna do, and it just didn't end up working. But I still have the footage. It's just, and I still have a lot of stuff that I've created. It's just a matter of if it'll stay, or if I'm gonna be able to figure out how to turn it into like a thing that I could do every month. Because then the other side of it is like creating like the system for it. Because once you have the system down, like once you have like a process that you have, it makes it that much easier to work through it and get it done. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like now that I have, like, this was the project. The drop was the project at first. Making the episodes and doing the premiere stuff and learning how to do that. That was the project, and that would take like 2 hours. Now I have it down so much where I can edit a video in like 30 minutes. Cause like my videos, I don't have heavy editing, and I typically just sort of skip through them. Because one, like, I want to keep it as real as I possibly can, so I don't really want to edit it too much. But then whenever I do, like I said, like, I'll just like skim through it, see like, oh, where's the conversation headed? Is this dull or boring, or was this dumb to say, or whatever? Typically I do leave out the dumb things I say, as you probably know, and there's a lot of them. Because if I didn't, there'd probably be like 5 minutes of footage, probably even less. But yeah, so I mean, like, basically my point is, like, I have this down so fast that, like, this isn't even like a concern anymore. This isn't even a project anymore. This is just like something I'm doing that I enjoy, and it's a part of who I am now. Like, if anyone asks me, like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, well, I have 2 podcasts. I have How About You, which is da-da-da-da-da. I have my little 30-second pitch. And then I have TheDropPodcast, which is just a little, which is just a little, like, documentation is sort of what I say. Like I said, like, it's a part of me now. But, oh shit, I lost. Oh yeah, but yeah. So if I could get, like, that project down to a T, no pun intended, with Teespring and how the Redbubble, then I could definitely be knocking episodes out left and right. So, or be knocking the project out. It's just a matter of, like, I don't like to do marketing, but it's so crucial sometimes, especially when you're dealing with what am I trying to say? Oh shit, I completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, I mean, anyway, I'm headed to a pretty good stopping point soon. Probably about like 5 minutes left of my time, so I'm gonna end it pretty soon here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, or maybe I should finish that last door. Let me just finish that last door, and then I'll call it a day. Oh, happy 4th of July, by the way. I completely forgot. Happy 4th of July. I love this holiday because I was like seeing like everyone out shooting fireworks, and people have been shooting fireworks for the past like weeks. You know what I mean? Like my neighborhood in particular is crazy about the fireworks. Like they want everyone to know where we are. You know what I mean? And I just like it just because, like, we're all together. You know what I mean? We're all celebrating something like, I feel like there's not a whole lot of political debate over the 4th of July. Like, it's just kind of fun. You get together, you barbecue, you do that thing, and I would say, like, if the United States has a culture, I would say that's that's a lot of what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the United States isn't really a culture. Like, it's kind of difficult if you think about it, because we have so many, like, people and so many cultures that are mixed in. So it's I feel like it's sort of gotten to the point where it's so diverse, where the United States culture is just having all the cultures. You know what I mean? That's just the way. That's just sort of like my experience and the way I see it. But I mean, even then, like, I guess you do have cultures. Like, you have Southern culture, you have Northern culture up by Canada, stuff like that. Which, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could call that like U.S. culture, I guess. And then you also have, like, in the cities. I don't know. I don't really know what U.S. culture is, really, if I'm gonna be honest. You could call it anything. Same with the language. I found out the other day that the United States doesn't have a national language, which I think makes sense. I think that's definitely fair. Shoot. I got way off topic, and I picked the wrong character that I wanted to use. Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying, oh, I appreciate the 4th of July just because, like, everyone's just chilling. You know what I mean? Everyone was just having a good time. I guess U.S. culture would be like our slang, but I guess we get a lot of our slang from the British. The British, and I guess, like, California maybe. I don't know. There's just so many different cultures. And obviously, like, I don't know what it looks like in France. Like, I'm probably sure, like, other countries probably look at us as, like, oh, they have so much culture. The same way I look at France and think, like, oh, they have so much culture. Just because, like, the food, the baguettes, and everything. But I'd probably be willing to bet, like, it's probably not even like that. Like, they probably think of that, like, as, like, stereotypes for them. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call it about right here. This has been the drop episode. I'm so excited about this. The drop episode of 5, and I'd say we're making pretty good progress. But if you're enjoying these, I have 4 more episodes. Like I said, definitely check them out. It's all Pokemon. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening to my podcast, it's on Anchor.fm, or you can find it on Spotify and everything. But you can find that down the links below in the description, where you can also find links to my multiple projects, my LeafDesigner, which is some pretty cool stuff. You can find links to How About You, which is my other podcast, and then you can also check out the other episodes, like the drop episodes that I have. And then also music that is coming soon. Like last Monday, I dropped my first, like, song that's public, which I'm pretty proud of. Like, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, you know, I have a whole bunch of content that you can check out, a whole bunch of stuff, and it's only going up from here. Like, there's only more stuff that's gonna be happening. So stick with me. Check it out. This is just a way to chill. I think this is like a chill documentation. You know what I mean? Like, this is just me talking, having a good time, but also at the same time throwing in, like, things that I'm doing in my life and how I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, in the long term, it just looks like I'm hanging out with you. But then in the in the short term, it just looks like I'm hanging out with you. Like, if you're looking at it episode wise, I'm just chilling with you guys. But if you're looking at it long term, that's what it is. A documentation of how I get to where I'm gonna go. Another thing, I digress a lot, so I mean, just stick around if you dig that. If you like what I do, definitely make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out my stuff. You can also donate if you want. Also, those are some links in the description. And then I also have some of the some links to some of the stuff that I use to record these episodes and everything. If you want to go check that out too. It's through my affiliate links with Amazon, so you'll be supporting me a little bit. But I'd appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'm gonna check you guys tomorrow for the drop, and next Saturday for episode 6. Check you later.